Hi everyone, my name's Haylie Hammond. I am a VP Racing Fuels promotional model, and this is the Fans View Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Fans View Podcast. Today, we're hanging out with someone who brings energy, style, and horsepower everywhere she goes. Whether she's repping VP Racing Fuels at the track or just connecting with fans at a car show across the country, Haylie Hammond is at the heart of motorsports culture. We're talking about life on the road, behind the scenes of promo modeling, what it's really like to be part of the VP family. Let's just get into it. Haylie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so glad that you can make it. For people that don't know, I think we've tried to get this to work logistically for like 6 months, it feels like.
I know, things have just been busy.
It's crazy. Hey, that's a good problem to have, though. You're a busy woman. We can appreciate that. um, let's just start from the beginning, Haylie. How did you get first involved in, the world, not only of modeling, but like promotions as well?
Well, to start off, my dad raced dirt cars when I was growing up, and that's how I got into racing in the first place.
Okay.
Um, I mean, a lot of people know my sister Jordan. She's with Matt Shepard, so that is super exciting. Um, and me and her do a lot. She was kind of the start of kind of the modeling. A lot of people know the Motorsports Expo
Hmm.
that goes on in January. Back in 2016, she ran for Miss Motorsports, and it was kind of just a thing that the day of, I decided to run for Little Miss Motorsports.
Right.
And that's kind of how it started. I ran for Miss Motorsports a couple of times. I got second the last year that I did it. I just haven't done it again. I really like my family at VP. They give me a whole bunch of opportunities, and I couldn't be more thankful.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that, the Little Miss Motorsports up. Was motorsports always kind of a passion of yours? Like you said, the family's, been involved in the sport. Was that kind of a passion even before modeling and all that stuff got involved?
Oh yeah.
Was racing ever something that was on your radar, or was that not really your thing?
No, I love just going to the racetrack, being in the environment. Like I said, I've grown up around it. So yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. So, for people that don't know, because maybe people aren't as familiar with the motorsports world, other than like cup races, in NASCAR, what exactly like does a VP racing model like yourself? What do you do during an event weekend?
So two of our biggest events that we normally go to are we go to the dirt track at Charlotte for World Finals in November, and then we have Super Dirt Week, which is in Oswego, New York. Um, so those are two of our biggest events that we go to for me. Um, and we set up our tent. We normally have games that interact with fans, let them win prizes, take pictures, hand out hero cards, and kind of just be there in the moment.
For sure, that's pretty exciting. For those that don't know, like usually they'll be set up like in the fan zone and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, normally on like the front stretch at Dirt Week, we'll
Okay.
kind of like walk around there sometimes. Um, but at Charlotte, that's like super huge. We have a
Yeah.
whole setup right right in the front.
Do you remember what your first big event with VP was like? Like how nerve wracking that must have been?
It was really nerve wracking. I first met the VP family at Super Dirt Week in October, and then my first event was the World Finals at Charlotte.
Oh wow, way to throw you into the deep end, huh?
Yeah.
What's been something maybe like what's been the most exciting or maybe memorable event that you've worked so far?
Um, we I think probably the most like exciting has been going to the NHRA drag races. It's
Okay.
something that I have never done before. I never got into, and going to it for the first couple times, I was like, wow, there are people with energy like you've never seen before.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I've been to some NASCAR races. I've never been to NHRA, but
Yeah,
yeah, that's a different breed of human being out there.
they definitely are, and they're super exciting.
Obviously, like you said, you do travel to a lot of events, be it dirt racing or some expos, things like that. What's a typical work weekend look like for you?
Yeah, so we normally like get there, set up, and then we normally just set up games. And that just gives us a chance to interact with fans, get them to know us a little better, like VP, get the word out.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so we normally do that if we're at a race. We'll do sometimes opening ceremonies, and then we'll jump right into the racing and do victory lane at the end of the night.
Now, see, that sounds exciting to me. How do you prepare for something like that? I mean, obviously, people see it at face value. It's like, oh, yeah, they're just standing there, waving and everything else. But I mean, you're out there in the hot sun or you're out there in the cold wind. You talk
Yeah.
about Charlotte, November is not a good time. How taxing is that on you physically?
Just stay hydrated. And I mean, one thing that you always have to eat, even if you don't want to in those outfits, but you have to just to keep your energy up.
I love that. What is, and I'm glad you brought up the outfits because that kind of lends itself to this. Is what does fan interaction look like at the races? Obviously, I'm sure you are just catcalled beyond belief with these grown ass men walking around with a couple drinks in them.
Yeah.
What does fan interaction look like at these races?
I mean, you definitely get your, typical, when you think of the racetrack, especially like where I come from, you think of the rednecks and
Absolutely.
whatever, but, you just have to take it with a grain of salt. I personally love it. I love their energy that they bring. And you just have to like, kind of laugh with them. It's
Yeah,
all
because I
about
mean,
just being personable and being able to connect with people.
exactly. Because at the end of the day, as long as they're not being too tough, it's all just in good
No.
fun, right?
Yeah.
Do you get recognized now? Obviously, you've been with VP for a little while. Are
Yeah.
there faces that you see repeatedly?
Yeah, there definitely are. I definitely have a couple people that are always coming up whenever we have an event. But yeah.
Do you have a favorite location or a track that you just love going to?
Um, my favorite track is the dirt track at Charlotte. Most definitely, it's my favorite race to go to every year. We went to Florida, down to
Okay.
Volusia, and that was really nice. Just because
Hot.
it's Florida.
Yeah, of course, of course. To kind of talk about VP a little bit and give them their shine. Obviously, they have a loyal fan base. If you're into motorsports, like you're very aware of VP Racing Fuel.
Yeah.
Um, what's it like being a representative of a brand with that kind of following?
I love it. It's a super unique and great opportunity that they have given me. I'm super grateful for it, and I just hope I can keep doing
Hey, you. Yeah, watching this right now. I see you. If you're enjoying what you're watching, I've got one quick favor to ask, and it only takes a second, costs you nothing, and makes a huge difference. If you could go ahead and hit that like button, maybe drop a comment. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Doesn't seem like much, but for small creators, it's everything. So let's help more people find this channel and keep the content coming. And honestly, I'm pretty sure the podcast will be really grateful. So if you're having fun, you like what you see, make it official, click those buttons, and the Fans View podcast, we'll see you next time.
Do you feel kind of like a sense of responsibility when you're out in the public eye with VP on your chest, like to be even more, do you feel that pressure of the brand on you sometimes?
it. I mean, a little. Like when I definitely first started, I was like, oh my god. But now the people that I work with personally at VP at these events, they're super great. Denise is always so great when it comes to the events.
I love that. So when you're not working events, what's the day to day? What's day to day look like for you? I've seen your Instagram. You're a country girl at heart. It does appear.
Yeah. I work full time in the like where I'm from in
Okay.
upstate New York. And then on the weekends, now that it's nice out, we're always just trying to get outside, go to the races as much as possible. I've been to a lot of motocross and like hair scramble races this year
Okay.
now that it's nice out.
I love that. It's crazy because I saw in my research that you were from upstate New York, yet you're in such a, it's kind of stereotypical, but you're in such like a southern sport. It just racks my mind that, I don't know. I'm just,
Yeah.
I didn't expect a New York girl to be into NASCAR or motorsports in general, I guess.
Yeah, I
But
love it.
do you have any passions or hobbies, outside of modeling and racing?
Um, oh goodness.
Hey,
I
I'm
mean,
putting you on the spot.
anything that's like really like my whole life is racing. I don't know what I would do without it. Like I said, it's already given me so many opportunities. I've been able to meet so many great people. Um, but just time outdoors during the summertime. We go snowmobiling during the winter.
Love
I
that.
like to go
Okay.
fishing.
Getting the truck stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
A lot of people see, because obviously you are a model, you're a beautiful girl. Um, a lot of people see the glamorous side of what you do. What's something maybe that they don't get to see?
Um, I mean, where I live, like I said, we live right out in the country. I do like to get dirty every once in a while, and people are like, "Oh," but yeah, fishing, being outside, riding four wheelers.
I think you are the epitome of don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, we can get crazy up here. We
I
can.
I hear you. You guys raise hell, praise Dale. Get it,
Yeah.
get it. Um, has being a model and a public figure, especially for VP, has being a public figure kind of changed maybe how you use your platform or your social media?
Definitely a little. Yeah, I try not to take it like too serious, but I kind of like to be on like the aesthetic side
Yeah.
and like make sure everything looks pretty and put together.
Hey, no respect. I hear you. Um, as we kind of start to round this thing off a little bit, what advice would you give to someone who maybe wants to follow in your shoes and work for maybe not specifically VP, but in kind of maybe in the status that you're in? Do you have any
I mean,
advice?
I feel like you just have to follow your confidence. Always like think outside of the box. You always have to be aware of like what people are gonna say to you and like how they're gonna react. Um, and you don't have to take it to heart.
Yeah,
Nobody has to take it to heart. There's gonna be people out there who will drag you down and not support it, but you honestly just have to. If it's what you want to do, follow it and stick with it.
absolutely. Would you say that thick skin maybe is a prerequisite to your job?
Definitely a little. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have thick skin.
Um, are there any upcoming events where fans can catch you, and the rest of the VP crew?
I believe the next event will be Syracuse Nationals. It's a huge car show outside at the New York State Fairgrounds.
Okay.
Um, it's like mid-end July. Um, and then one event that I've never been to before, and I'm going to try to make it to, is Unadilla.
Okay.
All the pros are coming. They normally come to Unadilla and run that. And I've never been to that. I'm super excited for it. That's in August.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Where can people follow you? We talked about your social media. Where can people connect with you online?
My Instagram is Haylie Hammond with two D's. Um, and so is my TikTok, my Snapchat, Facebook. Everything's the same.
Hey, make it easy. Dummy proof it up. I like that. Finally, when you think about your career with VP Racing so far, what are you most proud of?
I'm definitely most proud of kind of the family. Being a part of such a good team is kind of what keeps me going. But I'm definitely proud. I mean, I couldn't say that I'm not proud of myself. I am.
It's all right. You can pat yourself on the back. We won't judge you here on the Fans View. um, this is my favorite question to ask everyone, and it'll be the last question. At this point, not just of your career, but of your life, obviously you're a young woman with the world at your fingertips right now. What would you consider success?
I think just following your heart, doing what you absolutely love. You can't listen to anyone else. Is kind of the best advice that I have. Always try to make yourself happy before anyone else.
Well, I respect that. I definitely appreciate that. Haylie, where can people follow you? Can we give them your socials one more time?
Yeah, it's Haylie Hammond with 2 D's. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything's the same.
I love it. Again, she dummy proofed it for all you guys out there and for me. Well, Haylie, thank you so much. I'm so glad you could come on and we can finally make this work. I've been very excited to talk to you.
I know.
Hopefully, this is the first appearance of many.
I hope so. I hope we can do this again down the road.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll do it live next time when I'm in Charlotte.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
There we go. Well, guys, make sure you go support Haylie. Go hit her up at, an NHRA show if you're out there at one of these expos. Obviously, go follow her on social. You'll know where she's going to be. Go support VP Racing if that's your hobby. And most importantly, guys, all the podcast things, hit the like, the subscribe, all that fun stuff. Help the channel grow. And most importantly, don't forget, call your mom.
If you haven't liked or subscribed, you're going to be joking me.